break on me. So give me
It
a second.
happens.
Let me get back to the chat so I can read what you guys are saying. Alright. I'm back in, see the stream. Let's do some boss fighting. I forgot what I was saying before I got DC'd though. Just heard Discord going crazy.
Oh. Yeah, actually don't. What were we talking about? I can't remember. I have such bad memory.
Are you guys able to see the stream clearly?
I think YouTube is kind of catching up.
What?
Sometimes live streams don't show up right away for me on YouTube.
Huh.
Like, I'm trying to keep refreshing the page. Yeah. I thought it was only me that had that problem, but like, apparently, I just looked on Google, like, if other people have a problem with YouTube, and apparently, like, quite a bit of people also have the same problem with YouTube, like, not showing live streams.
Odd. Interesting. So sorry guys for that hiccup there. I'm thinking about doing like either one or two more. How many more are you feeling, lady?
I think maybe just one.
Okay.
That's
sounds good to me. Sounds perfect.
Yeah, also because it's like late over there for you.
It's a little bit late.
Yeah.
But I'm having fun, so no problem at all.
I don't know why the live streams don't show. Yeah, because sometimes it takes up to like 5 to 10 minutes sometimes.
Wow.
For me to like get a live stream to just show up. Like, it just won't even show up that it's happening. I keep like refreshing. Ah. I wonder why it's not letting me see it.
Maybe I need to restart mine.
I think I'm okay.
Oh, you
no.
see it?
Never mind. It's technically the old video.
Oh, okay.
Before it went down. Yeah.
Alright, can you see the stream now? Is it working now? Are we good?
Ooh. I think, yay! Yes!
Okay, so, well, YouTube streams, whenever I DC, I've got to actually manually cut the stream off after I reconnect, and then start it again. That's why it wasn't working. Oops.
Oh, gotcha.
Oopsies. Alright. Welcome back, Roel. Sorry about that internet hiccup. That's the first time internet's gone down in this new house. But it was only for like 3 minutes. But most of the time it was me trying to figure out how to get a stream back on after YouTube decided to clip that stream. So I'll have 2 streams in one night.
Hey, it's not bad.
No, it's not. It's alright.
I'm into this OST. Oh, I forgot to say, we were talking about that Campanella 4th wall break, right?
Yes, I do want to talk about that.
So, it lends to, like, the theory that I have knowing that, I don't know which game it comes up in, but the fact that people can't leave Zemuria, right? For, like, an odd reason. Or, like, people haven't tried, or something about that.
Right.
Regarding that. And how, when we think about it, it's also a pretty, like, landlocked region. Like, there's no, it's not like there's ocean separating parts of the continent and stuff. So we don't even have a feeling of how vast is the actual world and not just the continent, because I feel like there's a reason they keep referring to it as like a continent, right?
Right.
Instead of just like the world of Zemuria, you know? So the whole Campanella 4th wall break thing is that, you know how the society has all this technology, all this knowledge, everything that no one has any clue how they got it, what it is, or like where it came from. The fact that Campanella can see us, the players, it makes me curious if like they are aware that they are trapped in maybe some sort of bubble, you know? And it's like the Grand Master in society knows. And maybe they're trying to work towards, you know, dispelling the bubble so people can leave, but it's just like, I feel like they're trapped in their Zemuria, and there's a reason why, because it's because a couple other they weren't JRPGs, but they were like manga and stuff, had a very similar not really ending, but like it was revealed later on, oh damn, this is why we couldn't travel, or we didn't know, like there were people who were almost in a way controlling us.
This reminds me of Star Ocean a little bit.
Oh, I see. Yeah, because I'm not super aware of what goes on in Star Ocean, because I've never really played any of Star Ocean myself. But
okay. Yeah.
Sorry, you can go ahead and talk.
No, you're talking. Go ahead. I was gonna say real quickly. I was gonna say it's a very rare thing that I actually enjoyed. A semi-action RPG. That's a Star Ocean. At least till the end of time. But go ahead.
Yeah. So it's come up in, I just want to say it's come up in like 3 other stories that I'm aware of, that I've really loved, and it's this very similar reveal that it was like, dang, we were trapped in our own little bubble thing. And in some cases it turned out that they were kind of being trapped there for like other people's own amusement in a way.
Yeah, that sounds just like Star Ocean. Like, wow, that sounds almost exactly like Star Well, you know, so it's not really much of an original idea after all. At the time, it was original to me. I was like, whoa, it blew my freaking teenage mind when I played it the first time.
I think it's pretty common with like, maybe at least amongst like Japanese manga and stuff like that. It's pretty common.
Huh.
Well, I don't want to say common, but it has been done here and there.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's in 2 of my favorite manga. And then in 1 other visual novel series that I know. I'm trying to think of other instances. I think there were other instances too that I just can't remember at the moment.
Starship was the only one that did it for me, but maybe something does happen. Sounds like very likely. Here.
Yeah, cause like, Claymore the manga did this. Uminako no Naku Koroni is pretty similar. Or Higurashi is too. And then Hunter x Hunter is shaping up to be this. So it makes me not. And then the whole like Campanella breaking the fourth wall. I just feel like while Falcom, it might not be out of their what they would do to kind of show off how Campanella is just one of those like silly, sly, like smart enforcers. But I feel like they wouldn't do it just to showcase that about him. Like, I feel like they did that for a purpose, too.
Okay.
Because when we think about it, the third pretty much all had, plot ties that either wrapped up things or set things in motion, right?
Right.
So the fact that that whole door was mostly to foreshadow things, I'm kind of hopeful that that was also one of those things they were trying to foreshadow.
The foreshadowing, when you look at previous games in a Trail series and you see what happens in future arcs, so far, what I've seen on Reddit, don't ask me to name an example right now, just because it's so late, but I definitely, I see how they foreshadow stuff, for sure.
Yeah, Falcon definitely is one of the better people at doing it. Oh, I didn't notice what Roel said. Mr. Alberea and Mr. Regnitz.
That's right.
Yes.
I was waiting for you to notice that your man was with us.
Is my voice? Sorry, I was looking at other. I was trying to look up the other like manga and the VNs and stuff, but now I know. Yes, it's my man.
It's Choman.
It's my boy.
Shit. I keep screwing up.
Machias too. It's called. Oh no. Eustace, I thought you were smarter than this. What are you doing?
Oh shit.
And then you had Machias show you up.
There we go. He asserts his dominance.
In one hit. KO. Okay.
Ouch. I'm not comboing off that.
Oh, it's Million. Oh, it's Eustace and Milia.
Indeed. I totally forgot about that.
Dang, that was pretty cool.
I like how it has a sound effect in hers when she jumps.
Yeah, it's cute. Wait, what? How did I not notice Kuro's theory that the Grandmaster is apparently the girl in Nayuta?
I've heard the Nayuta theory as well. If they happen to link Nayuta that way, then that's just mean. Because I hear about Nayuta, and but I never really looked into it, and it's never pushed nearly as much as the other, the mainstream Trails games. Even on the Falcom subreddit, I don't hear people saying, you must play Nayuta, you must play Nayuta. So I just haven't really looked into it that much, and I don't think there's an English version of it, an official one at least.
No, I don't think there's any kind of official Nayuta mention.
So I'm using Muse here to take out the magic mirrors, because her rifle's an oval rifle.
Very nice.
But in that battle before this past one, she was charmed, or whatever it's called.
Yeah,
so,
confused.
It was a pain in the ass. Actually, she had the hearts over her head, so she was
Oh, okay. Cause she was hitting like poor Maki.
Yeah. And it wanted me to do a combo on it too. I'm like, no.
It's like, no, I don't want to combo hurt myself.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that's it.
the sad thing too is it was like right in the back every time. I was looking into what other video games Middleman was in.
Oh, okay. Playing it
And
good?
I know you haven't played it, but I really liked the performance he did from Valkyria Chronicles 4 for the main protagonist.
Okay.
So, yeah, he is one of my favorites as of like the past couple years. Yeah, and otherwise it's just a lot of show stuff. Or like,
Okay.
I mean anime stuff. That he does a great job with.
So what I'm gonna do here, you got a good dose of your uses, right? You go with Eustace now?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it.
Here's your other man.
Oh, it's my other man? Oh. Oh, yes.
I've actually
my boy
never
Gaius.
played. I've never played with Gaius as my display character ever. It's
Oh, really?
interesting. Yeah, I've never done it. And the lights just blinked in my room for some reason, so I hope I don't lose power.
Oh, crap.
I don't know. We'll see.
I hope you're okay.
I'm fine. It's just my internet just decided to be weird.
Okay.
Yeah, be careful here.
Gaius, what happened to your hair? It's different. It's not bad though.
Oh, yeah. I like his new do.
And Sarah, yeah, it's not bad. Oh, and Elliot! This is my boy Elliot! Yes!
This is probably the most males I've ever had in a party, actually. Alright.
Really?
Probably.
I usually like have to kind of say like, oh man, this feels weird to me. I need to add another female so to make it balance. Cause the protagonist is always like a dude usually. Cause you know how I told you how like I don't like to take the protag out
Right.
of the active party. So then I always feel like I have to like, damn it, I need to like switch out the dudes from reserve to like active because otherwise I feel bad that I'm like not playing the girl. Roel, where are the lollies?
Alright, let's do this.
Where did Million go? Dude, Gaius, your craft is so legit. He like just summons wind.
He's all about that win.
Yeah. He's like the most spiritual of like all the party, like wind too, and I'm just like, oh, is this like Avatar the Last Airbender? Like the air nation. Yeah, in like CS1 and stuff, when Sarah is an option in the party, sometimes I feel bad for having her in the active party because she's so OP, but it's like at the same time, she's just so awesome. Like I just always want Sarah when it's
Absolutely.
possible. I like this OST this whole time. It's really good.
This is on my playlist at work. One of the best.
Nice. Gaius equals Kevin's buddy. Ah yes, that's one of the big reasons why I like Gaius.
Oh man, I want to see those two interact.
Yes.
These are magic
Gaius is
balls,
such
right?
a cool dude that like I feel like any other person you would assume that they would get kind of exasperated by Kevin, but like Gaius is just so chill that he would just be fine with it.
He
Like,
is.
he's just like whatever. He's cool, Kevin's cool, everyone's cool, everyone's their own person. And I'm super chill about it all. I'm really excited to see the context of this dungeon.
Yeah.
When it comes out, like, finally. It's just like, now I get all the context of all these places.
That's the way to, this is a good one. This is a really intense one. I mean, look at the date. That should probably tell you. A very important place.
Damn. And it has all this weird, like, mirage-y looking stuff going on.
Yep. Oh, I got Emma. Okay, I need to get you some Emma action.
Yay!
And feed too. Not very much of them in my stream, so. Bring them in.
私の番です。バトンタッチです。あとはお任せを。戦闘終了。気を引き締めないと。
Yeah, I like Emma's outfit.
I like her outfit before a little better. But it's still
The one
good.
from CS2?
From CS4.
Oh, from CS4.
Yep.
I can't remember what that was like from what you showed me
Ah, okay.
in CS4.
I'm sure we'll do another CS4 dungeon
Yeah.
run sometime soon. And I'll make sure to bring her along. If it's available.
I mean, quite honestly, Falcon does a really good job with everyone's design. Like, everyone's outfits look good and are fitting to them. Oh, Fee! She totally grew her hair out.
I really haven't shown you any feet. Jeez.
I mean, I've seen her, her not concept art, her like official art.
Okay.
But yeah, seeing her model with it though, it's like, oh, you know, it like blows in when she's running and stuff. So it's like, wow, that's when I noticed how long it is.
She grew a lot longer from her time as a student.
I like this battle female party. Kuro is talking about how Cellmate can be so strong.
Cellmate.
Do you think that's like a... I mean, I don't know a whole ton of her, like, in the Cold Steel arc.
So,
but... Oh no, go ahead.
do you want me to go ahead? That's the question.
Oh.
I do not know enough about Senate to be able to fairly judge things, but I think she is a possible candidate. Possible. But I think there's other candidates that are better. When I say candidate, you know what I mean?
For, like, who is the
one and only.
Grandmaster?
Yes.
Okay.
Interesting. Because Sonate, when you're around Sonate, she's just like a total powerful, super powerful person. I kind of like how Kevin just kind of like just does his own thing around her though.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah. And she lets him do it too. She's just like, whatever. I just let him be him.
I think, you know, now I'm thinking this is something that just crossed my mind. I think the church is fishy to me. Just the church in general is fishy to me. I think that they have a huge hand in all of the whole. They could, okay, have a huge hand in the whole Ouroboros thing, and I think that they're more connected than we even are being led to believe right now. A lot more connected.
Yeah, at least with the higher ups. Like, I mean, it's the thing about the history part about it, right? Is that the fact that they have the lockdown on the history of the continent.
All the artifacts, yeah.
And the artifacts is the major kind of like, like it's not all as it seems.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm honestly will be kind of pissed if they do end up being like the bad guy or whatever kind of thing. I mean, I don't think Falcom will go to the extent where they're like the legitimate evil or something, but it would just make me kind of like mad if they are one of the most, if they end up being the most antagonistic force, because I just feel like I've seen that done way too much in all Japanese RPGs, and it just gets kind of annoying. Like, it just always happens, that I would be happier if it's like, oh, wow, Falcom actually subverted the JRPG stereotype of antagonizing any church institution, you know? What does help to me, though, is that quite a few of the pretty high up people are trustworthy from like our standpoint of knowing them, you know, because we know so many Dominions at this point, and like and it's not just we've known them as like NPCs, but they've been with us in the party. So even though they might not be the highest of the highest order in the church, they're still like considered the church higher ups. So it makes me hopeful that the church won't at least be like the primary antagonist in the end, you know, like the only one kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, I can accept that people within it are bad, but I just don't want to see it like the whole thing being like, it was all a grand lie, conspiracy kind of thing.
That would be pretty disappointing.
Yeah, cause then think about how like devastated all of the people who are like Dominions would be. Cause they think they're doing like a good thing.
Wouldn't the Dominions know though?
But remember how they keep talking about like they also have to answer to some sort of higher up?
Cellmate. Right?
So it's all cellmate. But is she the only one? Because like doesn't Kevin talk about how he has to report to like the Grand Bishop or something in Arteria?
I guess so.
I don't know exactly how church hierarchy works. I think it's because we're never given an exact way how it works, unlike Ouroboros.
Right.
Because Stardor 15 just outright stated, like, the Anguists follow the Grandmaster, and the Enforcers are technically lower than the Anguists, but they can't be forced to do anything.
Right. Yep.
But it's all outright stated to us, while, like, it's so odd that even though we spend so much time with church people, we're still not entirely sure outside the dominions and squires of the Gralsritter how the rest of the church leadership works.
私の番ですね
When you put it like that, yeah.
Yeah, because we only know, like,
駆動私の番だね
you know, what's literally called the Gralsritter, like the Templar Knights, so we only know, like, the action side of the church, like the people who are tasked to battle for it.
Okay.
We don't really know
私の番ね
Civilians.
the, like, administrative and all that part of it. Ah, damn it, now this makes me kind of worried
What?
about how, like,
church?
the church really is kind of, like, one of the
It's really fishy to me because
daddy dudes.
oh, when you play the third, okay, you get some crazy shit that happens in the third. It's its own. That game was so unique. I loved it because that's part of the reason why I loved it. But
行こっ
it
か
just gave this vibe. It was a lot more of a dark game. I classify it as one of the darkest games, if not the darkest. Well, nah, never mind. I shouldn't say that. Yeah. Considering the game that I'm playing right now, but it has a weird kind of vibe to it.
I think you mean the atmosphere of it,
Yeah,
because the
yeah.
whole thing about it has to do with basically what would be the supernatural in our world. Because
Right.
you're literally doing everything in Phantasmagoria in the first place. And then the fact that all the church lore and the devils and stuff come up,
Right.
and that's the only thing about the third, you know? Like, and things aren't as they appear because it's like how people's minds make it appear. It
That's
does give it a very, like, when it comes to atmosphere, I can see what you mean when it's maybe the darkest. Like, maybe not in story, but just the mood of it.
Right. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of like the tone, the mood, the aura. Love it. I see Kevin. He's an interesting. He's so damn interesting. I just think he's got a lot
我が剣にかけて
that hasn't been shared. A lot. Well, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I see, and also how, like, how stigmas manifest is one of those things where it's like, it's troubling how it happens.
How does that happen?
Because the way the stigmas manifest is that the user has to be under intense mental trauma in the presence of an artifact.
Oh, okay. Alright.
And then it's gifted by Eidos herself, supposedly. So it's like only 12 can ever be in existence at one time.
Okay.
But it doesn't even mean that the 12 are there at one time, because sometimes it doesn't manifest in people, so there's not. So there's like a position that's vacant for a while, like how Kevin's 5th Dominion position was
that's
vacant
why it
for
was
many
vacant.
decades.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. This person said the church can't contact really with Rafina, so Ouroboros had a link with church.
I
Yeah.
mean, that's true in a way.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot that we don't know how much they actually meet each other over time. Because they're two secret things, really,
Yep.
for not to like the parties that we follow, but to the general population, it would like be talking about like the Illuminati.
I think that's actually probably a good um, metaphor there. They're like the Illuminati of trails, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kinda.
Because both of them are supposed to be like the secret aspect.
Well, now that I think about it, I remember reading, because I heard the word Ouroboros used as a word with something totally unrelated to trails before, and I had no idea it was an actual word, and it represents the snake eating itself.
Yes. It's in a lot of things.
I had no clue. So that's pretty
That's why
interesting.
I was pronouncing it Ouroboros, because that's how I heard it pronounced.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's supposed to like represent cycles, as you said, like the serpent eating its tail.
Maybe it's the different plans that they're doing. Whatever the Grandmaster's end goal is, we're not sure, but she keeps on moving to the next plan, the next plan, the next plan. I'm not sure exactly. Oh, maybe, or it's this. Maybe she wants to end the world, it's the cycle of the world, and we start another world cycle. What do you think of that one? Bam!
Oh, damn. Yeah. Shit. And she's just been doing that over and over.
Yeah. Oh God, dude. All right. Yeah, that's a lot.
Because that's a little bit too close to another JRPG I know.
Hell, even Mass Effect does that.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, so many things do that. Like, it's the nature of the cycle itself, right?
Right.
It has to come to an end and then a new one begins. The only sad thing is that the people who are caught up in either the cycle ending or the cycle beginning are like the ones who are fucked. Because at any other point in time, you can kind of assume it's a little bit more stable, the world.
Pretty much. But, I don't know, the Phantasmagoria thing really, it made you realize that there's stuff, I feel like that's really your first real dose of stuff that's not in Zemuria, right?
Yeah, because that's directly connected to something of the old world, because it was a byproduct of the Oriole and the Septarian of... Is it Time? What's the one in Liberal called?
It's not Mirage, is it?
Is it Space?
Or Space. Is it Space? I can't remember. I have to look it up.
I think you're right. I think it's Space. And then Zeros and Owls was
Time.
Mirage and Time.
Mirage and Time, yeah. Yep. Time. So, it is 3:06 my time. And,
Gotcha, yeah.
I'm actually having a hard time keeping my eyes open. So I'm going to have to call it a night tonight, guys.
Gotcha.
Please, I read everybody's comments. Thank you very much for participating. Before I go, want to recommend everybody to check out Lady's channel. She's kind enough to join us tonight, and she's definitely brought up some awesome points to talk about too. Some curious things in her videos. She's got some summary videos on the previous arcs, Trails of Sky SC, TC, and soon to be Zero. And then she also released a lore video, well, yesterday for me, but today for some of you, that I participated in. So please check it out. I got the link to her channel in the description.
Yes. Thanks, Feb, and thanks, guys, for participating in the chat. And it was awesome to talk with you guys. And have a good one until next time.
All right, till next time, guys. Have a good night.